So 2-2 today with St Albans then, what's your assessment of that performance?
I thought first 30 minutes we were really good. We started the game very, very well. Caused them a lot of problems. Thought we were first to most things and kept the ball really well. Got ourselves in front, and then I don't quite know what happened for 15-20 minutes just before half time. I thought we got sloppy. It was almost as though we were going through the motions a little bit, and they weren't. But it just got sloppy, and St Albans grew into the game, and they started to pick up balls in midfield, and they started to ask one or two questions. Very frustrating goal to give away, very similar to Billericay, where today Josh has had time to probably take a touch and clear his lines, and he's sort of slashed at it. It's gone straight to their lad. They've put one in behind us, and they've got a knockdown. It's a great knockdown from Sam Mercer, and it's a great finish. But as a side, you look at that, and it's very, very avoidable. Exactly the same as what happened against Billericay, where I think it was Wellesley had given the ball away cheaply, and so to go in at 1-1, we were frustrated, very frustrated, and we asked more for them second half. Again, I didn't think we started well for probably first 20 minutes. Thought they were on top. If I'm brutally honest, I thought they were the side that were looking like they would win the game, which you would never have seen in that first 30 minutes, because I thought we were out in front really. But we came back into the game. And we started to ask a few more questions, made one or two little changes, get the second goal, and you want to try and see it out, and unfortunately an uncharacteristic mistake from Jack, which is very, very unlike him. I've just said to him in the change room, he's made a wonderful save from a penalty. He's been absolutely fantastic this season, and he's disappointed in there because it's bread and butter for him really. And I didn't think he had loads to do today. But we went again. The easy thing would be to go into our shells after conceding that. But I thought we had a real go last 15 minutes, and I thought we were going to get the winner. I think their goal led a bit of a charmed life for the last 10-15 minutes, and I think they were probably pleased to hear the final whistle. I don't think we were. I think if it had gone on a little bit longer, I think we might have nicked the win. Probably the result that neither side wanted today, a draw. But it's another point for us, another game unbeaten in the league. That's 5 unbeaten, we have to brush ourselves off and move on to Hungerford, who've got a fantastic win today. Next Saturday is going to be very difficult. So both the Togwell brothers scored today. Or what's their influence on the squad, and how important were their goals today? Yeah, they're huge. Both of them very, very good players, experienced, fit, leaders. Both of them leaders, and it's great. I don't know if they've ever scored in the same game before. I'm not sure, but it's great for them. It would have been even better if we'd picked up the 3 points. I think Lee's almost popped up at the end as well at the back post to possibly get a third and his second. It didn't quite happen. I think he'd just stretch him for it. So, but they're brilliant. They're committed to us. They're committed to us for next season, and they're integral parts of our team.
So Manny Williams was replaced just after half time. What was he injured in?
Yeah, he picked up a groin strain. I think just before he had a strike on goal, and I think just before that he'd picked it up. So obviously he was struggling. We put Warren up top, who goes and puts himself about, causes problems, and you could put Warren wherever you want to, and he'll go and work half of the side. So we're. I don't know whether or not we're disappointed that we haven't got the 3. Well, of course we're disappointed that we haven't got the 3 points, but I don't know whether or not I could say we totally deserved it, because I thought we had a long period today where we weren't quite at it. But the start and the finish was impressive again from us, and we have to just take it on the chin and move on, as they say.
This afternoon's result then makes it 5 games unbeaten. What kind of does that mean for the rest of the season and going into next season?
Obviously we want it to finish strong. I know there was a number of people when Floody left, and one or two others and when we didn't replace them with senior players as such, thought that the season would just fizzle out and we'd go through the motions. It's not what we're about as managers. It's not what they're about as players. So it's positive so far. 5 unbeaten, and as I say, if we can try and go the rest of the season unbeaten, which will be a hell of an achievement. It sets us up nicely for next season. We're really far down the line in terms of our squad for next season already. We've got a number already committed, and it gives us a really good base to build on. And we obviously want to try and improve, and we'll look to do that.
Going into next week, then it's Hungerford away. What's your thoughts going into that game?
Well, they're in brilliant form. Ian's done a fantastic job there. They've got a lot of problems there financially, and I think I saw on Thursday the chairman, secretary and treasurer all stood down or standing down at the end of the season. What he's got is he's got a young group of players who are giving everything, and whether they'll be at Hungerford next season, who knows, but they're having a real go at it. And I thought when we played them at their place in the Barks and Bucks and they had a few missing, I thought they were good. They had high energy, and they'll try and press you, and obviously over at Hungerford it's not the greatest of pitches, with all due respect, and it makes it hard. But we know we'll be in a right battle. They're obviously fighting for their lives. They've got, as I say, they've had a brilliant win today at Hampton, and it'll be a really tough afternoon, no doubt.
All right, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Sam.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.